So Chris Wood is on his way to Newcastle. I just thought I'd do a quick video, give you my thoughts on it. I know Chris Wood polarised opinion through a lot of Burnley fans. I was one of his supporters, actually. I always said that, as soon as he got a couple of goals, he'll hit form. And that's exactly what happened last season. He had a poor start, got a couple of goals, one cannon in off his arse, if you remember, when he ran away celebrating, shrugging his shoulders. And then he turned it around and his goals kept us up. He got the hat-trick at Wolves. I am very, very, very disappointed that Chris Wood has gone to Newcastle. I don't blame the club because of the release clause. Before anyone says, oh, well, there's not you can do, they triggered the release clause. But who put that clause in there? Burnley Football Club, or should I say Burnley Football Club agreed to it. I believe it was the previous regime, so again, there's not much that Pace could have done about it, apart from offering him a new contract, of course, and get that out. Pace might not have even known it was there, to be fair. That's just speculation, of course. But yeah, for me, very disappointed he's leaving. I think Newcastle, a lot of people are giving Newcastle stick, saying they've spent 20 million, the reported 20 million on Chris Wood, but I think they've got a good deal. That's a drop in the ocean to them. They don't need that money. If we'd spent 20 million on a 30-year-old with 3 goals all season and someone who looked absolutely knackered and no way up to it, then yeah, that's a big deal. We won't be able to do that, but Newcastle can. That's the thing. They can spend 20 million on this player. And if it doesn't work out, no difference to them, is it? They've got billions and billions and billions of pounds in the bank. I think they're getting a proven goal scorer, though. I think it's a good bit of business from Newcastle. They've obviously nailed the colours to the mast, should I say, in the way that they want to play by buying the likes of Trippier and Chris Wood. But, excuse me, we've been watching Burnley play like that for years and we've enjoyed it, so I'm not criticising them. I would have loved to see Chris Wood get in on the end of Trippier's crosses at Turf Moor, but obviously it's going to have to be at St James's Park. And I am disappointed in Chris Wood, but at the same time, I don't blame him whatsoever, if that makes any sense. I think you'll know what I mean. Like, obviously, he's going to double his wages at the very minimum, and he's going to what is obviously a bigger club, and a club that is on the up potentially. Obviously, they still could go down, rather than ours, which looks to be going backwards. So yeah, very, very disappointed. He's going to be a big loss for Burnley, in my opinion. And a good bar for Newcastle. He might only be there for, in the starting lineup for 6 months, but that 6 months might keep them up. And if that does, then that 20 million, it's nothing, like I said, but then it's a good bit of business if he keeps them up, which, to be honest, I think he will. I've said for the last few weeks now that, well, since the Leeds game, that I think we're gone. The obviously plus side to it is now we have 20 million quid that we're going to hopefully buy some players with, because nothing was happening in terms of the transfer market for Burnley, was it? But now we have no choice but to bring players in. I put a tweet out yesterday saying we already needed bodies. Now it's at critical level. We need to bring players in with this money and hopefully a little bit more. I'm sure we can find 10, 15, 20 million as well to hopefully rescue our Premier League status, because we're in a position now where we've lost our leading Premier League goal scorer. Admittedly, been poor this season, but like I said, I thought he'd have turned it round. And now it's at a level where bringing people in is critical. If Pace and the lads don't bring anybody in now, that is negligence. A lot of people are saying, these new owners couldn't run a bath, letting Woody go. As I've mentioned, it's a release clause, not much they could do about it. And secondly, he's done very well as Pace and ALK since coming in terms of incomings. Cornet, Collins, and of course Roberts. That's 3 very, very good bars, especially Maxwell Cornet. So let's just, all the noise just calm down a little bit. Everyone's going mad saying, this is a disgrace. If they haven't brought anybody in by February the 1st, I'll be the first person criticising them. But let's just wait. They've got some money. They've already proven they can bring players in. Let's hope they can do it again. But yeah, my ultimate feeling is we're going to regret letting Woody go. He's going to go to Newcastle. He's going to get proper service, which he didn't get here. And he's going to score a few goals. And I think they'll stay up. I've said they'll stay up for a while. They've kind of got a bit of a cheat code with the money. So I think they'll stay up. It's going to be us, Norwich and Watford for me. Everton might get dragged into it, with obviously losing their left back today and a lot going on there, but I do still ultimately think they'll be okay. Leeds, I think, will finish below Everton, and then maybe Everton. But yeah, we are up shit creek without a paddle, I think the term is. Fingers crossed we can bring some players in.